makeup today, or last night, which was a big no-no, but I slept my makeup because I was finishing up that show called You on Netflix. I binged the whole rest of season 4, and I won't spoil it if you're watching, but basically, that was a wild ride. I was really confused when they started showing the twist. I was like, literally, what is going on? And I almost gave up on it. I was like, this does not make any sense. What is going on? And I'm glad I kept going, and holy crap, it was really good at the end. I watched the whole thing. I stayed up till 2, and I fell asleep on my makeup, so I need to wash it off. One sec. What I wanted to talk about was, for my regular viewers, which from the stats I'm looking at least, most of you guys are watching my content that are looking at my tutorials, like my Etsy tutorials mainly, for how to sell digital wall art. And I'm, of course, so flattered that people are finding value in my content, and it's been helpful, it's been educational, it's an honor to be able to help people. That was my goal after I got really critically ill, which if you don't know my story, I'll put it in the top right. I have a whole video I talked about that, but after getting that critically ill, I just wanted to devote more of my time to things I see value in. I only have one life to live, and I thought, you know what? I want to do stuff A, I enjoy, and B, that I can help people. I'm big on helping people. That always brings me joy. And for me lately, that has been making tutorials on YouTube. I did want to say to you guys, though, that view my content mostly on that topic, that's not the only thing I want my channel to be. I would love to make more vlogs. I would love to make more sewing content. I would maybe love to start showing my journey with my learning how to garden and stuff like that. And then I've been washing my face forever. Hold on. Do I have bugs? Nope, we're safe. I've seen people refer to my channel as a passive income channel or like an Etsy channel, but I don't want my channel to be just that. And so I guess I'm telling you this because if you're a viewer here and you only want to watch me for that, I guess I'm just warning you, I might be disappointing you. I totally get it. If you want to leave, you don't want to watch me anymore, you find stuff like this boring, that's fine, I get it. I don't want it to only just be those tutorials. So even though they're performing well and people like them, it's not the only thing I want to do. So I just wanted to put that out there. Also, I thought I would give y'all a little update on my job situation. So I've told y'all I work full-time, which is not a lie. However, it has all of a sudden become a problem that I work remotely. So the company I work for has told me, basically I have two options. I need to move to a city where they do operations, or my last day is the end of March. So my last day is the end of March. Getting ready to go to the gym, by the way. I'm gonna take y'all with. Basically, I'm a little scared. Aside from when I got sick, the worst I was ever doing mentally was after undergrad, and I could not find work. Applied to hundreds and hundreds of jobs. Nothing makes you feel this small as that experience does. Just applying to hundreds of jobs, getting rejected all the time, and you feel like you have literally no value and no worth. Lots of therapy has taught me that that's not true. My only value is not in how many dollars I can make for a company. It still does sting though. So anyway, long story short, I'm applying to jobs. I'm trying to stay calm, but I'm pretty nervous about it. But I built a very good nest egg for myself because I don't ever want to be as broke as I was before. I was very, very broke. I don't ever want to be that broke again. So I saved myself a nest egg. I'll be okay for a bit. It's gonna be all right. So let's go to the gym. I am not strong. My quads have always been really weak, so I'm trying to work on it. I'm usually really glute dominant, and I tend to take over. So I've been trying really hard to focus on improving my quad strength. So if you see any problem with my form, tell me. I'm not too proud. I actually just watched that back, and I think there's definitely some things I can improve on, so I'm gonna try that again.
husband needs something at Lowe's, so I'm gonna go in the garden area and look at all the fun stuff while I wait for him. I have way too many seeds as it is. I don't need any more. Look at all these tomato varieties. It starts right there and it goes up to there. Wow. Ooh, look at those.
We just got back from lunch. This room is driving me crazy, so I'm gonna tidy it up real quick. Babe? Yeah. Do you need this box that the tray for the water heater came in anymore? No. Okay, I'm gonna break it down. I've moved on to sewing now. And I was in a bit of a sewing rut. I don't know what was wrong with me. I just didn't feel like sewing for a bit, but I'm back in it now. And I have a pile of clothes here that I want to tailor or alter in some way. And I just finished this skirt. This is one I just got at the thrift store the other day. I really like the texture of the fabric. I took the waist in. So what I had to do was take the whole waistband off, cut a chunk of it off, sew the waistband back together, and then reattach it to the skirt. So that is all good to go now. I need to trim some threads on that, and then I need to serge the raw edge of the elastic. Hello, Turkey. Thank you for joining. Come here. You want to sit on my lap? Ugh. Hey. Say hi. Hello. And I was thinking this is a very long skirt, and I was thinking maybe I could cut a chunk off the bottom and make like a tube top to go with it, so I could have a two-piece set for the summer. That could be cute. I have this white cotton lined dress that I want to take in. It's a little too big, so I want to take it apart and tailor it to me. I need to hem a skirt. Cute little leopard print skirt I found at the thrift store. This was a pair of pants I bought, and they fit perfectly, but they had some damage to the fabric, and there was a broken zipper. So I thought, I'm gonna take this apart and I'm gonna clone this pattern so I could use it for future pants I want to make for myself. I have a nice wool skirt I want to tailor, a pair of shorts that I need to take in the waist. I got a pair of shorts that I want to hem. It goes on. It never stops. And I think after this, I'm gonna get in bed because it's a cozy, rainy day. Well, cozy is a debatable word. I am so sick of the cold. I'm ready for it to be warm. And I just want to like crawl up in bed with my Kindle and finish reading a book I'm reading, which once I get in bed, I will show you or talk about all the books I've been reading. I am really getting into reading lately. Later on, I'll catch you up on all that and tell you what books I've been reading. So I'm gonna get back to this. idea how excited I am to be in this bed right now. Okay, y'all ready to talk about books? The book I'm reading now is called The Kind Worth Saving, and this is a book by Peter Swanson. I'm just recently getting into reading, probably for the first time ever. Don't cringe at me saying that as a grown adult. I always said like I didn't like reading. Like I used to say that all the time. I don't like reading, I hate reading, it's boring. I realized I had adopted that mindset because of being forced to read as a kid in grade school, being forced to read books I was not interested in the slightest, and I just learned to hate reading. I had a very peculiar job for a second there when I was like 25, I think. I worked in a library, and after a shift one day, I just picked up a random book from the library and I said, you know what, I'll give reading a try. And the book was The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson. And you guys, when I say I did not stop reading this till I was done, I'm dead serious. I remember sitting in this bed in a different apartment, literally screaming when I found the twist, screaming from the bed, and my husband came running to check on me. Like, I had that kind of reaction to the book, and I credit Peter Swanson for getting me into reading as an adult. So the one I'm reading now on my Kindle is The Kind Worth Saving. I don't know if it's technically a sequel or anything like that, but it's another book by him. Really like sadistic kind of psychological murder mystery thriller kind of books. Very, 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 very easy flowing and easy to get into, easy to like get melded into the story. I will say this book, The Kind Worth Saving, I'm having a harder time staying attached to it. The Kind Worth Killing, I literally finished cover to cover without stopping. It was so good. If a book doesn't catch me in like, it used to be worse. It used to be like the first few pages, if I'm not hooked, I'm not going to give it a chance, but I've gotten better. If a book doesn't catch me in a few chapters, I'm not going to finish it. I don't care. I tried reading ACOTAR because of all the hype. That one I read way too long. I probably got like halfway through it and I was like, this book sucks. I hate this book so much, which I know that's an unpopular opinion, but that's probably the one I read the longest before I gave up. So ACOTAR, no, did not enjoy. Let me get my list out. Probably my all-time favorite so far, maybe more than The Kind Worth Killing, is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So good. So good. I don't know how to talk about it without spoiling it. I'll just say it's like, it's a woman's look into how she broke into Hollywood, into acting, and what it took for her to be successful and what she had to hide behind the paparazzi and everything, behind the fame. Very, very good. I read I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I read Verity by Colleen Hoover. I rated that 2 stars. No, absolutely not. There were just too many unbelievable things that I was like, come on. Like I know you have to give away there's a term for that. Like, you have to be willing to give up some things that would be realistic or absolutely true. There's a term for that, but like, I just could not do that with this book. There were just so many things where I was rolling my eyes like, come on, this is so stupid. Why would it happen this way? So that was a 2 out of 5. It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I gave a 4 out of 5 stars. It made me cry. It was a really good book. It wasn't a 5, but it was really good. The Last Flight by Julie Clark. It started off strong. I was like, holy moly, this is getting me hooked really fast, and I was really invested. And then the later half, I was like, are you serious? That's how it ends? I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. Birthday Girl. That's some smut right there. I enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. It's an age gap trope. Not everybody's cup of tea. It was just a fun story to read. Something that was entertaining just to be entertaining, not to take too seriously. And I can tell y'all some of the ones I want to read next. I have the 48 Laws of Power on here because I don't want to use it for me. I want to read it to know how to quickly identify who uses that in their everyday life to manipulate people so I can be prepared. That's all I'll say about that. A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. I want to read You, like I was saying earlier. I've been watching the series. I want to read the book. White Oleander by Janet Fitch. City of Girls by Elizabeth Gilbert. The Wife Between Us by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. Credence by Penelope Douglas. She also wrote Birthday Girl. Strange Sally Diamond by Liz Nugent. Know My Name by Chanel Miller. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. We all know that. Tender is the Flesh by Augustina Bazterrica. A Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham. We Were Never Here by Andrea Bartz. Local Woman Missing by Mary Kubica. The Push by Ashley Audrain. Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. Bunny by Mona Awad. My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa Moshfegh. The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. A History of Wild Places by Shay Earnshaw. Our Wives Under the Sea by Julia Armfield. Normal People by Sally Rooney. Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. The Deeper the Water, the Uglier the Fish by Katya Apekina? I don't know. Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. I really want to read that. I think that might be my next book. I've heard it's really good. The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. That one I've heard mixed reviews about. I've heard some people rave about it and some people are like, are you serious? That was it? So we'll see. And The Way I Used to Be, I've heard, is really sad. So those are some of the books I want to read next. And yeah, I just sometimes get in this mood to get all cozy in bed with my Kindle on a like rainy, cold day like this and read. So I think I'm gonna end the vlog here so I can get started reading. Thank you for spending the day with me. I hope you had a fun time watching what I did with my day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!